What if I told you that some of the world's most iconic brands were built on Nazi blood money? What if I told you that the wealth stolen from Holocaust victims still fuels billion-dollar fortunes today? BMW, Volkswagen, Dr. Oetker, even publishers like Penguin Random House. These names are everywhere, on our streets, in our homes, in our bookshelves. But behind the logos and marketing lies a dark past. In this video, we'll uncover the chilling truth about how some of the richest families in the world got their start by working with Adolf Hitler, and how many of them still benefit from it today. Let's start with BMW. It's known today for sleek design and German engineering, but the family behind it, the Quants, made their fortune during the Third Reich. Günther Quandt and his son Herbert weren't just businessmen, they were Nazi insiders. They took over Jewish-owned factories, used forced labor from concentration camps, and supplied weapons to the Nazi war machine. One survivor later said, "We were treated worse than animals." After the war, Günther Quandt was briefly arrested, but released. No reparations, no justice. Instead, the family kept their money and used it to buy up shares in BMW. Today, the Quants still own nearly 50% of the company. BMW's sleek machines, built on a legacy of slavery. Volkswagen was Hitler's dream project. He wanted a people's car for Nazi Germany, and he got it with help from Ferdinand Porsche. Yes, the same Porsche behind today's luxury sports cars. Porsche was a member of the Nazi Party. He used Jewish labor, and he designed tanks and war machines for Hitler's army. The Volkswagen plant was built using forced labor. Thousands died there, exhausted, beaten, starved. And after the war, the Porsche family wasn't punished. They became richer. Today, they control the entire Volkswagen group. That's Audi, Porsche, Lamborghini, Bentley, and more. They are among Europe's wealthiest dynasties. You've seen the name in your kitchen. Dr. Oetker. Pizzas, baking powder, frozen desserts. But did you know their CEO, Rudolf August Oetker, was in the Waffen-SS? Under his leadership, the company used slave labor and profited from Nazi policies. After the war, Dr. Oetker quietly continued to grow. No punishment, no scandal, until recently. Only in 2013 did the company finally commission a report admitting their Nazi ties. But the fortune stayed in the family. The Oetkers are now billionaires with luxury hotels and global food businesses. Would you eat differently if you knew? You've probably seen Hugo Boss suits on red carpets and runways. But the company's founder, Hugo Ferdinand Boss, didn't start out dressing celebrities. He started by designing Nazi uniforms. SS officers, Hitler Youth, and even concentration camp guards wore Boss suits. They were tailored, brutal, iconic, and made with forced labor. After the war, Boss was fined but kept his business. Today, the brand is global, stylish, elegant, but built on a legacy of fear. Bertelsmann owns Penguin Random House, the world's biggest book publisher. But in the 1930s and 40s, Bertelsmann published Nazi propaganda, including anti-Semitic books and military manuals. After the war, they denied everything, until a 2002 investigation uncovered the truth. The company admitted it had been morally and ethically responsible for spreading fascist ideology, and yet, the empire continues. Bertelsmann is worth billions, its executives fly private, and few readers ever know the past behind the pages. These stories aren't rare. Over 150 major German companies had Nazi ties. Many used slave labor, seized Jewish businesses, and worked with SS commanders. Some apologized, others quietly paid restitution. But the wealth, the power, the names, they endured. Their descendants live in mansions, control global brands, and appear on billionaire lists. Meanwhile, millions of Holocaust victims and their families were left with nothing. This isn't about guilt. It's about truth, about knowing where money comes from, about remembering those who were erased. History isn't just in books or museums. It's on your dinner plate, on your car's badge, in your closet. These legacies don't fade just because companies rebrand. Some of the most powerful names in the world today were built on human suffering, and we deserve to know. If you think this story needs to be heard, share this video. Comment below which brand shocked you the most. And if you want a part 2, where we dive into the families, the Nazi gold, and the secret escape routes to Argentina, let us know. Subscribe for more untold stories. And remember, history isn't past, it's still with us.